All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our November Rooster Booster Breakfast, which seems insane to say out loud. To begin our program this morning, we are going to ask you to stand for our invocation and our Pledge of Allegiance, which this morning will be followed by a very special presentation and performance of the national anthem. But with our invocation and pledge, the Vice President of Mission and Culture for Kentucky Wesleyan College, Sean Toms.
For those of you who would, please join your hearts and minds with me in just a few seconds of silence, and then I'll pray. Let's pray. Father God, we pause our hearts and minds now to say thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to gather in this place this morning. Father, thank you for your protection in our travels this morning. Thank you for providing such a special opportunity to meet together, eat together, and hopefully, Father, learn and grow together. As we begin our meeting time, we dedicate this space and this time to you, God, and we ask your blessings on all who have invested in this event, all that are represented within our community, and all who are here this morning and all that they bring to the table with their families and those that they lead and represent. And we also pray, God, for those who can't be here this morning. Father, your word says that whatever we do, whether in word or deed, we should do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through him. This morning, Father, we offer our humble thanks and praise. Thank you for the blessing of community. We lift those up in our community to you, God, who are without shelter today, beds and shoes, clothes and food, and most importantly, without hope. Help us today to do our part, to make new connections and to gain more wisdom needed to do your work and to help those in need. Forgive us of our sin, and may we always give you honor and glory. In the strong and powerful name of Jesus, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we pray. Amen.
And our pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And promised you a very special presentation of the national anthem, and to perform for us this morning, the Kentucky Wesleyan Singers. The Kentucky Wesleyan Singers. You can remain standing for this morning's Mingle Minute. So each time we have Rooster Booster, for those of you who are here with us, you know this. If you're new today, welcome, first of all. But we always hide among you a secret shaker. And today's secret shaker is formerly of Matchbox 20 and co-founder of the recently announced Owensboro Music Business Expo, which is coming up April 13th through the 15th. Please welcome Adam Gaynor. Adam, fun fact, and my good friend Jacqueline Graves over here will attest to, my karaoke go-to jam is 3 a.m. Yes. right? Okay, ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to leave this morning. You've worn out your welcome at Rooster Booster. All right, so I know the drill was explained to you. Who are we going to recognize this morning, Adam?
Citizens of Owensboro, Kentucky, and beyond, I am proud to announce this morning at the Rooster that the fine gentleman at this table, Mr. Mike Johnson, was my 5th handshake.
All right, Mike. Yeah, we give you a prize, Mike. How about that? Mike's all about breakfast right now. He cannot be bothered with this. He is like, I'm chewing, I'm busy. That's all right, we'll take it to him. All right, so we're going to actually hook you up. This is pretty awesome. A $50 gift card that is good at the Panthers Den. How about that? Thanks, buddy. Right, yes. So hearing the Kentucky Wesleyan singers, anybody else in the room a former KWC singer? A few of you, yeah. So you remember we used to have to give up spring break, right? So we could go on tour. Not like Matchbox 20 tour, but tour. Remember? Yeah, we actually drove in a bus, a charter bus. It was Diane Earl, who I love, Dr. Bob McIver at the time. We actually drove from Louisville, Kentucky to Tampa, Florida in a charter bus on spring break. At the Tennessee line, flu broke out on the bus. Yeah, Dr. Earl got it first. By the time we got to Tampa, we were like a rolling infirmary. It was terrible. So thanks for being here this morning, KWC singers, and bringing back such fond memories of college. We are going to recognize our brand new chamber members, and we have some good ones to celebrate and recognize this morning. And we're going to start with Beverly's Hearty Slice, created in 2020 by Travis Owsley to honor his mother, Beverly. And she loved to provide free food in her community when she had the opportunity to make big meals. After Beverly's passing in 2018, Travis wanted to continue his mother's tradition. And from that, Beverly's Hearty Slice was born. The mission: to spread positivity, celebrate diversity, and provide hope through serving the community with free food and water every other week. Since 2020, Beverly's Hearty Slice has expanded to 3 locations and hosts 5 events throughout the year. Their back-to-school bash, October coat drive, Halloween event, Thanksgiving event, and Christmas event help impact families and anyone in need, especially during the holidays. So joining us this morning is Travis Owsley. Welcome to the chamber, Beverly's Hearty Slice. Pearl Vision, Family First Vision Care, is brand new to Owensboro. They have 2 optometrists, Dr. Michael Braden and Dr. Megan Albert, who provide comprehensive eye exams, contact lens fittings, and the management of eye diseases. Eye exams can be booked online, by phone, or by walking in. They carry designer frames with various styles to choose from and offer the latest lens technology. Most insurance is accepted and financing options are available. So joining us this morning, Brandy Williams and Liza Vinson. Welcome to the chamber, Pearl Vision. The Skiatis family has operated Famous Bistro since 1993, Lure Seafood and Grill since 2014, and Lure Smoke Shack since early this spring. And they're proud to be a part of Owensboro's growing food culture and look forward to all the future special first dates, baby showers, wedding receptions, anniversaries, birthdays, caterings, and simple Tuesday night dinners they can be a part of. So joining us this morning are George and Ben Skiatis. Welcome to the chamber. Lure and Famous Bistro. Nancy's here too. I got my Nancy hug earlier. My day is complete. IES Kentucky LLC has been family owned and operated since 2003. They're a full-service electrical contractor that can handle all your commercial and industrial electrical requirements from every level and system, from new construction to minor electrical installations, repairs, and maintenance. They aim to create an electrical system that ensures safety and energy efficiency. Joining us this morning is Curtis Frederick. Welcome to the chamber, IES Kentucky. Sprout and Sing, featuring Kinder Music, is the premier Owensboro destination for early childhood classes. Specializing in kinder music classes for children 0 to 7, Sprout and Sing also offers art classes, piano lessons, birthday parties, special events, and more. Additional programming for the new year includes youth yoga, beginner ukulele, girls' night out, story time, and more. You can enroll today to help your child or grandchild blossom and create musical memories to last a lifetime. Gift certificates are available as well. So joining us this morning, Deidre McDowell from Sprout and Sing. I almost forgot to show you. A couple of weeks ago, something amazing happened in Owensboro. Because let's be honest, for us, Johnny Depp has sort of always been like Bigfoot, right? Like you hear reported sightings, but there's never any proof that he was actually here. 2 weeks ago, there was proof, like photographic, that he was here. Johnny Depp came to Owensboro, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. So my friend Jacqueline Russell with Love OBKY, she's making these t-shirts. I think these are hilarious. And she's donating all the proceeds to the Help Office. So if you want your commemorative Johnny Depp t-shirt, I can hook you up. Thank you. And they look great with a blazer, right? It is time to recognize our Ambassador of the Month. So big round of applause for our ambassador this month. Jan Goldman from Owensboro Community and Technical College. Where are you? There she is. So they just became chamber members, Jan, and we're going to celebrate by giving you a $50 Famous Bistro gift card right there for all your hard work. Thank you. Good to see you. So very, very excited to have with us this morning. By the way, round of applause for the welcoming committee we had walking into the convention center this morning, right? It was like being back at Pledge Day, like, which fraternity are you going to join? This one or this one or that one? It was awesome. And so we're so excited to have with us our breakfast sponsors, Kentucky Wesleyan College. And we have, go ahead, yes. Look, Fran, you lead that applause. Fran is the most enthusiastic human on earth. She will clap. We have a video to start our KWC presentation this morning.
Good morning, Wesley. How are you today? What a wonderful day. All right. We have to get going. We have a lot to do this morning. Okay, Wesley, what's first on our list? Recording a radio ad with Chad and Angel at WBKR? What a great way to start the day.
So joining us this morning here at WBKR, Angel, we have a couple of very special guests. Dr. Mitzel and Wesleyan Panther are with us today.
Yeah, we're here to talk about Giving Tuesday.
That was so much fun. The next thing on our to-do list is to stop by Independence Bank. We have to drop some purple mail off to one of our alumni who work there. Good morning, Steve. We wanted to stop by on this beautiful day to give one of our favorite alumni a piece of purple mail.
Great, thank you very much, I appreciate it.
We are moving right along, Wesley. Next up is to run to German American Bank to open you your own checking account.
So Wesley, as we get you out into the community more, you're going to need to have a little spending cash. So we have stopped at German American Bank for you to open an account and to get your own school spirit card.
I've got that card for you. Now don't spend it all in one place.
What is next on the list? Oh, that is right. We need to get a new proof of insurance from State Farm for our golf cart.
So Candace, we are here today because we have taught Wesley how to drive, and we are renewing our insurance cards for the golf cart that he will be taking around campus.
Okay, awesome. Well, you drive safe, Wesley.
Now it is time to go see our friends at Riney Hancock. Since you have an account set up at the bank, we have to get your taxes set up as well.
And that will take care of it. So he'll want to have all the money in the bank account?
Correct.
So that comes out, it'll be drafted on the 17th, it'll come right out. Ready? Good job, buddy.
Okay, Wesley, now it is time to go get your hair cut. To headquarters we go.
So as Wesley gets ready to greet all of our friends and alumni for Rooster Booster, we thought we'd bring him in and get a nice haircut.
All right, Wesley, now it is time to get your flu shot from Owensboro Health.
All right, Mr. Wesley, you here for a flu shot today? Great. Come on over, have a seat. Make sure there's no crying, okay? No cat tears. No cat tears. Ready? Here we go. How'd that feel?
All right. All right, Wesley, you're going to want a beautiful smile for Rooster Booster. So now it is time to get your teeth cleaned. Let's go see Dr. Brittany.
Relax, Wesley.
You're doing good. Deep breaths. Your teeth look perfect and pretty and white.
Your
You
teeth
are
have 9
doing-
lives. Wesley, I am getting hungry. You've been running me around all day. Let's go see George at Famous Bistro and see what they're cooking today.
Sandwiches are probably the best in Owensboro, I think. Yeah, I would go with that. That's a very good choice.
Just a few more stops, Wesley. Let's run by Old National Bank. Oh, Sam, it's always great to see you. We were out and about. We heard you wanted to see us today.
I do. We got a gift we'd like to present for
Oh my goodness.
Wesleyan football. So there it is. If you can take that back and give it to Coach Young, we'd appreciate it. Go Panthers.
And last but not least is a stop by Go EDC to pick up KWC's economic report.
And you all will see, based on the numbers, you all have a huge advantage to us being located in Owensboro.
Thank you very much. That's it for today, Wesley. Now it's time for you to get back to class and for me to get back to work.
Perfect. Love it. And without further ado, the star of campus and screen, Dr. Thomas Mitchell from KWC.
So I was told that video would not win me an Academy Award, but more than likely a raspberry. But an award's an award, isn't it? So first I want to thank the Chamber for allowing us to sponsor this wonderful event. It's always so great to see everybody come together. And if you're like me, the first thing you do is look out at the view of the river. So I'm going to give you 2 seconds to do that. Then you have to turn your attention back here again. But it is just gorgeous this morning. I want to wish Candace, who has COVID, a speedy recovery. She would generally be here today, and she said I could thank her for that. I want to thank all of you for getting up early, especially our students, many of whom said they did not go to bed last night. So thank you for actually showing up. The bad news is you still have to go to class. So the video we showed was part of what we call Paving the Wesleyan Way. And it began this summer with a road trip to reopen after COVID. Yeah, everybody remembers that word COVID. What we had wanted to do was to begin reaching out now that some of the restrictions were going away, people were willing to meet again, and we just wanted to drive around Kentucky and Indiana, Illinois, and reconnect on this road trip. And what we quickly found out was that the ideas that we got from that road trip extend well beyond just the summer. And it really paved what we think of ourselves as an institution and how we want to go forward. And today I wanted just to explain 4 of those concepts that we got from our Paving the Way road trip from the summer. And the first is community. And I've mentioned since I've arrived, we don't want to be just a college in Owensboro. We want to be a college for Owensboro. It's nice to be located in a beautiful city. But if you're not giving back to that city, if you're not partnering with that city, if you're not truly helping each other move forward, then you're not doing your job. So when we say we are a city within Owensboro, it's for Owensboro, not just in Owensboro. And for us, that's extremely important. So we have our strong partnerships. We can't do this on our own. Most of what you saw in the video, Wesley did a very good job, by the way, were alumni from Kentucky Wesleyan College that are working within Owensboro. And we want to work with each of those alumni and well beyond. We want to make sure that we have connections with our local businesses. We have connections ranging from financial partnerships to campus beautification and well beyond. And I'll mention some more of those a little bit later. But part of strong partnerships is also educational partners. And many of you have already heard about the Commonwealth West Healthcare Workforce Innovation Center. And that was led by Owensboro Health and OCTC, and Dr. Williams is in the back. Thank you so much for all you've done. I don't know if Mr. Marsh sneaked in on me or not, but I want to thank them, and we're so grateful to be a part of what I think is going to be a national leading model for education and getting workforce back into healthcare. And that is part of being for Owensboro. We're all coming together to make each other stronger. We're always stronger together than we are apart. So we want to be able to do that. We are part of a workforce for pre-K education in Davis County. And the governor heard about some of that program yesterday. That is coming directly from Owensboro and will spread hopefully nationally as well. And there's been a tremendous amount of work that has gone in place, not just from KWC, but across Owensboro. And we're grateful for that partnership as well. And we work closely with OCTC and Brescia every day. We're competitive. If we get on the athletic field, we're going to try to win. If we're singing, we're going to try to sing a little better. If we're marching, we're going to march a little faster. But Owensboro is stronger with each of us being stronger. Owensboro is stronger with 3 healthy institutions. And if we can work together to make sure all 3 of us stay healthy and continue to move forward, we're a much stronger community. So that's what I mean by being an institution for Owensboro. Sorry, I kind of skipped a little bit. We're doing service is our second stop, and what we want to make sure is that we aren't just on our campus. It's a beautiful campus. I've only been here for 3 years. I still am awed by it every day when I get up. They do a wonderful job. But we don't want to stay on campus. This is really almost a walkable city when you think about it. Nothing by car is more than 5 or 10 minutes away. Nothing walking is more than really a half an hour. We want everybody to get out into the community. Our organizations always have been, we've pushed for them to do service in the community. Our athletics teams alone last year did over 4,000 hours of community service, and we're so proud of what they do. And most of that they do on their own. We don't have to push them to do the work. They come to us with the ideas, we reach out for them, and they go out and get the work completed. So it's been just wonderful. Here are some of the activities that we've done. KWC football at Puzzle Pieces, KWC SAAC at Newton Parish, Abby Green all by herself, working with the community center, and then the zoology at Girls Incorporated. So we branch out as far as we can. And we also invite the community onto our campus. The internships, the workforce, it has to go back and forth, and we want that porousness. This is your campus as well as ours. And so we want you to feel at home when you are there. We've introduced a Wesleyan, a program called Wesleyan Serves. And this program gives our employees 1 day where we pay them to go out into the Davis County community and work for a for-profit. And they get to do that all day, and we pay their day of work. But for us, that's a way to pay back the community for the support that you've given us for 71 years. So that's another area. And when we have our employees on local boards, and we encourage them to do so, the more employees we have on boards, the more we're able to know what's going on, and the more we're able to help in various areas. We also have what's called Wesleyan Kicks. And Wesleyan Kicks is a program that provides shoes to students in our community from K up through 12. Is that correct? Up through 12? So the very sneakers at your table are going to be boxed and given to a child today who's in need of shoes at the schools. You would be amazed at how many of our school children in Owensboro do not have shoes on their feet. So our ministries, under the guidance of Sean Toms and working with partners in the Owensboro area, have worked on this Wesleyan Kicks to help ensure that our students K through 12 have shoes on their feet every day. If you want to help with this program, also at your table, is a scanning code, and today you could help ensure that one of our students at K through 12 in Owensboro will have shoes coming into the winter season. That program builds along with, I wasn't going to mention this, but Build-A-Bed, which we also, and this kind of pulls on my heartstrings a little bit, we have kids who don't have beds in which to sleep. And Sean Toms with the ministry has been working with Owensboro partners also to, every year we do Build-A-Bed on campus, and then we deliver those beds to children who need them. If you would like to help with Build-A-Bed, you can always come to campus. You can help actually make one. They don't let me anymore because apparently I can't cut straight. You can also help donate materials. So those are areas where we're working directly with the community to make sure that we are making everybody much stronger. And then academics I've talked about a little bit. We all try to work together. OCTC, Brescia, WKU, us, we all try to work together. It's a very collaborative we want to make sure that we're giving the best education that we can to our students all the time. So we have the aforementioned Innovation Center. We are adding graduate programs to help those who have a degree but want to get back into the workforce. One example could be if you have a degree, let's say in biology. How many biologists do we have? Okay, I'll pick another one. So let's say one of you got bold enough to get a degree in biology and then decided you wanted to teach, but you don't have a teaching degree. Well, instead of going back and redoing an entire undergraduate degree, we're trying to make it possible in the future that you can come back and get a master's degree in teaching, be in the classroom within 12 to 18 months. That helps the workforce, it helps our students, it helps get everybody back on track. So we're trying to do that. We've not been able to offer master's programs in the past. We're making that change now. We are also looking to add certificates and other types of programming. But not just the education we afford, but the projects we give you. Got an example of our singers today. And we're very proud of how our programs reach out into the community. Hopefully you've seen some of our theater projects, our fine arts projects. They are going on all year. We have our art shop is open, our display shop is open all year. We just had one of our theater plays. We always want the community to be invited. This is for you as well as for us, and we are so proud to be part of Owensboro. We want you to take advantage of what we can offer as well as we're taking advantage of what you offer. So academics is very important to us as we go forward. But the third is economic impact. In 2005, the college infused $58.7 million into the local economy. Today, we're conservatively at $75 million. So that is what the campus gives back to Owensboro. Part of it is our students. Our students come to campus, they pay tuition, that comes to us, you don't get that. They pay residence hall fees, that comes to us, you don't get that either. But what they do is they go out and they shop in the region, they eat in the region, they have fun in the region, hopefully not too much because you still have to go to class. But they become true members of Owensboro. They become your college students, and they spend money here, and that is part of it. The other part is we have over 200 employees who have their families that they are raising in the Owensboro area. They are attending schools, they're eating at the restaurants, they are buying homes, they're utilizing the parks, they're playing golf better than me, then they're using all of the different infrastructure. So we infuse that money back into the area, and we're very proud to do so. Because we depend on your support, we want you to get our support as well. We have a little over 8,000 living alumni, and we're proud of those 8,000 living alumni. We're more proud of the fact that over half of them are still living in the Owensboro area. If you graduated from KWC, please stand up. I want at least one of you to go back and get a biology degree. We do attract students nationally and internationally. This year alone, we have students from 29 states and 10 countries. I think it's important to increase the diversity of the area, not just for our own students, but also for the community. And for them to be able to see the diversity that is Owensboro, which is completely amazing. What I'd like to do now, as I told you before, many of the people whom we visited on the video, we caught by surprise, or I don't think they would have seen us, but many of the people we visited on the video, all of whom, they all were KWC alums. I want, right now, reach under your chair. 20 of you are going to be winners of a gift certificate to alumni-owned and operated businesses in the community. All right, raise up if you are a winner. Raise up your card. All right. If there's an empty seat next to you, check it. Well, we want you to enjoy those. And please say hello to our alumni when you go in. We want to look at continued growth always. We have 71 years of education in Owensboro alone, and of that we're very proud. What we want to do is to make sure we have another 70, 100, 150 years of education in Owensboro. And when I arrived, we introduced the 3 pillars to help guide our future. And if you're ever on campus and you look at the 3 pillars in our grove, they were brought from Winchester when we originally moved to Owensboro. Thought, what better way to build our future than on the platform of a strong past? So through the 3 pillars, I won't go through all the projects, but we are putting forward how we are going to develop our future. And one of those projects has already come to fruition thanks to your generosity, and that is the Jack T. Wells 1977 Activity Center. It was the church on the corner of Frederica and College Drive. Through your generosity, we were able to pick up and pay for that building, and we constructed it really by what students wanted. They wanted an area that was flexible and that was community-minded. And it was wonderful to have that information come in. So that building has been renovated with the thought of flexible space and space that can be used not only by campus members, but also by community members. And we are very proud of the fact that much of the use over the past couple of years has been by community members. And we will continue to build, and as we continue to build, we will always keep the community in mind. Because without you, we don't have an institution. So we are extremely happy to have 71 years in Owensboro. The hope is that we have 150 or so or more. I promise not to make any more videos. We'll put Wesleyan a couple more for you, and you can have some fun. But thank you for everything you've done, and have a great rest of the morning.
Dr. Mitzel, thank you so much. And yes, he did mention that COVID is recovering, that Candace is recovering from COVID. She is doing better, by the way, and she is bummed she can't be here today. But filling in for her is Shelly Nichols with our chamber update today.
Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see all your smiling faces on this beautiful November day. And I am a huge baseball fan. So in light of the World Series, I just want to make note that I am pinch hitting today for Candace, okay? All right. And just so I don't mess all this up, I know that I saw Congressman Brett Guthrie come in, but I don't want to mess up. So if you are an elected official, please stand up so we can give you a round of applause. All right. Thank you for being here. So, as always, we are very busy in November at the Chamber. I don't know when we're not busy, but we're going to start out with ribbon cuttings. We have several. Immediately following Rooster Booster today, we will be out front with St. Vincent de Paul cutting a ribbon. On November the 4th, on Friday at 12:15, we will be celebrating the First United Bank and Trust Company. On Friday, November the 11th, we will be cutting the ribbon at Meadow House Flowers and Gifts. And then on November the 18th, we will be at Fern Terra Assisted Living. And again, that's at 12:15. Our Chamber Ambassadors will meet on Wednesday, November the 16th. And Leadership Owensboro, the class of 2023 is in full swing. More baseball jokes. Come on. October's Economy and Innovation Day on October 20th focused on entrepreneurship and our regional economy. The class visited the Owensboro-Davis County Regional Airport and the Riverport Authority and participated in panel discussions on workforce programs, agriculture's role in our economy, and innovation in our community. This month's Leadership Owensboro class will be on November the 17th, and that class is Education in Our Community. So Educators in the Workplace, this is a program that we brought back, and Ashton Warren's doing a fantastic job with this program. We would like to welcome our educators participating in the program. I believe they're here today. Can you please stand so we can give you a round of applause? And I believe we also have some students from Davis County High School with the Future Business Leaders of America. If you could please stand up so we can clap for you. On October the 27th, our educators in the workplace went on site to Fast Tech Services and Southern Star to gain insight on IT and STEM. So last Thursday on October the 27th, we had our Red, White, and Blue event. Thank you to Big Rivers for the sponsorship, and thanks to the FOP for the yummy burgers and hot dogs. Those hit the spot. You can view that event on our YouTube channel. So Tuesday, November the 8th, go vote. Get out there. Let your voice be heard. This is your chance. So make sure you do that. Take time out of your day to vote. The Chamber will be hosting a webinar on November the 16th at 10 a.m., Cybersecurity in Your Business with Chris Murphy from Fast Tech. Registration will be available on our Chamber website, coming soon. All right. So, very exciting. Probably one of my favorite events that we do at the Chamber. Save the date. It's Shop Owensboro time. Powered by Independence Bank is here with a full week of shopping. We will kick it off on Saturday, November the 26th at Independence Bank. This is where we celebrate our local merchants. You need to keep your money where your heart is, and that's right here at home, right here in Owensboro. So far, our participants this year, and bear with me, I've got a little bit of a list. A Day in Time, Adorn Boutique, Alyssa Nicole Dancewear, AZIP Pizza, Be Real Sports Cycling and Fitness, Bella Ragazza Boutique, Best Insured by Elizabeth, Bluegrass Music Hall of Fame and Museum, Boutique 54, Brew Bridge Escape Today, Budget Blinds of Owensboro, Chicken Salad Chick, Cottage Farm Stand and Baking Company, Crazy Me Gifts and Apparel, Don Mario Mexican Restaurant, Donato's Pizza, Drake's, In Vogue, Gramps Coffee and Donuts, Green River Appliance and Furniture, Home Inspired, Ivy Trellis Floral, JJ Foster's, Kahawa Java, The Creme Coffee House and Bakery, Lance and Company Jewelers, Legends, Liquor Barn, Mantle Home, Meadow House Flowers and Gifts, Nick T. Arnold, Owensboro Health Park, Owensboro Symphony, Party Paper Place, Peacocks and Pearls, Pearl Vision, Preservation Station, Red Wing Shoes Owensboro, River Park Center, Rowland Family Dentistry, Sassafras, Senior Community Center of Owensboro and Davis County, Simply Chic Home Accents, Sleepwell Mattress, Swank Style and Boutique, Terry Knott Picture This Travel, The Christmas Store at Integrity, The Scrub Shop, The Skin Therapist, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Trunnell's Farm Market, and Willow and Pine Market. All right. And we know we'll have many more, right, Kenzie? Okay. All right, so we would like to highlight our 2022 Manufacturer of the Year, which is Swedish Match. Can we give them a round of applause? All right. So in your chamber matters, if you could take a look at our member renewals for the month, this is so important and that we get out there and we thank the businesses and organizations that invest in our community. It's so important, and we appreciate them. All right, and last but definitely not least, we want to thank Big Rivers, our coffee sponsor today. Thank you guys very much.
How did our pinch hitter do? At a minimum, a triple. At a minimum. That's close to home. Hey, real quick, she did mention Go Vote. Do want to remind you that early voting actually has started. It started at 8 o'clock this morning, 8 to 4. Today, Friday, and Saturday in Owensboro Christian Church on New Hartford Road is that polling location. So go vote early if you'd like. All right, to introduce our featured speaker this morning, y'all please welcome up our board chair at the Chamber, Brenda Clayton.
Good morning. It's always my pleasure to get to introduce the speaker of the day. And today we have Miss Lydia Dorman, a 1982 grad and a Washington, D.C. native who found herself in the Bluegrass State after researching colleges and with broadcasting curriculums and what she calls a serendipitous chance encounter with the Kentucky Wesleyan admissions counselor that led to a visit on campus. She was eventually awarded a prestigious Brown Scholarship and chose Wesleyan over 2 large universities because of the personalized admissions process and the feel of the small but mighty supportive community around her. As a student at KWC, Dorman majored in telecommunications, minored in business, and was an active member of Kappa Delta sorority. She went on to earn a master's degree in corporate communication with an emphasis in training and development from Western Kentucky University. Recently retired after 35-plus year career that spans several continents, Dorman now resides in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dorman's professional career included stints with the Walt Disney Company in Orlando, Florida, Toyota Motors Manufacturing in Georgetown, Kentucky, and eventually her role as Senior Vice President of Human Resources for the Coca-Cola Company in Japan. In total, she spent over 23 years with Coca-Cola, delivering HR strategy and people programs in established and emerging markets throughout North America, Europe, and Asia. Dorman was inducted to the Kentucky Wesleyan Alumni Hall of Fame in 2017 and a recipient of the college's Alumni Achievement Award in 2014. In 2016, she was awarded an honorary doctorate degree prior to delivering the commencement speech on Being Your Brand to Kentucky Wesleyan's graduating class. Dorman continues to be active in her community, giving back through involvement with numerous charitable organizations. She has shown tremendous support for Kentucky Wesleyan as an alumni of Kentucky Wesleyan, serving on Kentucky Wesleyan College Board of Trustees, the Alumni Association's Board of Directors, and the Diversity and Inclusion Task Force. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm Owensboro welcome to Lydia Dorman.
It's always so weird to hear people talk about you. Like, is that really me? I did all that? I was just too young, way too young. I have about 15 or so minutes of speaking. I want to share some thoughts. And I notice that people are still standing, and there's so many seats. You guys are okay back there?
Those guys are
They're okay. That's security detail. They're telling me. Well, good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you. Yesterday, I boarded a plane in Las Vegas, and I flew here. And when I arrived with a coat and boots, I found it warmer here than when I left the dry desert. Tom, I think you prayed really hard to the weather gods to ensure that I would have a great weather welcome. Or it might be a ploy to try to get me back here to the city and state I love. I have loved Kentucky Wesleyan College, Owensboro, Kentucky, since I was 17 years old when I joined the school. Now I see Scott back there trying to figure out just now how old I might be. Anyway, when Eddie, and I think everybody knows Eddie Kinney, and Tom tag-teamed me last week to see if I would come out and share a few thoughts. They wanted me to come out and speak to the best of what Owensboro has to offer when it comes to the business and community leadership. But I had to think about it. You see, my brother had flown from Washington, D.C. to Las Vegas this week to spend some time with his big sister. And I had a really big brother to-do list I needed for him to get on about. I had been in my house for 2 years in Las Vegas, and still paintings were not on the wall. But I thought about it. I thought leaving Las Vegas to come here would give me an opportunity to spend some time in the fall, when it is the most beautiful time of the year here in Owensboro. I thought it might also be an opportunity for me to mix and mingle with friends that I hadn't seen since only about a month ago when I was here for homecoming. And I thought maybe I could get some wonderful seafood. You see, with Las Vegas being landlocked, you eat seafood at your own risk out there. Yeah, clearly it had to be flown in from somewhere. But during my 2 hours of making a decision on whether or not I would fly from Las Vegas to come back here and deliver some remarks, I came to the keen realization that this might be the one and only time that I could say thank you. Thank you to the business and community leaders who have had an immense impact on building the character, the leader, and the giver that I am today. I have over the past many years given thanks to Kentucky Wesleyan College. I have given time and resources, and even in my retirement, the company I worked for, the Coca-Cola Company, continues to match my giving. Now, there's a hint in that statement. But I have really never had the chance to share how very grateful I am to the Owensboro business community at large. And that's what I really want to do today. I want to say thank you in my own little way. Now, you've read or heard about my professional and educational successes spanning across the globe. You know, I worked 8 years at the Walt Disney World Company. I eventually left that awesome job where I sat in a large corner office in a brand new building on Wesleyan, on Walt Disney World's property. And I returned to my beloved state of Kentucky. I went to go work at a factory, I guess it was called like a factory. I sat at a desk where all our desks were in a row. They touched each other. And then the Japanese leaders sat in desks facing us, all in a row. And those Japanese leaders, they taught us how to give total quality, how to have maximum efficiencies, innovation. They basically taught us continuous improvement, or Kaizen. But who would have thought that leaving Toyota Motor Manufacturing, eventually to join the Coca-Cola Company, that I would end my 22 plus 23 years working in Japan for 7 years, where I got a chance to teach and I got a chance to preach total quality, maximum efficiencies, innovation, the Coca-Cola way. I could not have written my career script any better than what it was. But every day while my career played out, I felt very, very blessed and humbled and grateful for the foundations established at my core, which brings me back to this very opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to all of you. And let me just double click for a moment on why I'm giving thanks. You, the business and community leaders of Owensboro, gave me, back way in 1978, 79, 80, 81, you gave me, this young outsider, my first true working experiences. Now, I bet my KWC family doesn't know that I was a teller at Owensboro National Bank, the old Owensboro National Bank. I was a teller there for several years. I actually worked at they had the drive-up, and I sat there and I smiled a lot. But that bank taught me fiscal responsibility, customer service, punctuality. You know, banks didn't wait for the staff. Banks opened every day at the same time. The banking business also taught me confidence, so confident that when I finished my degree in December of 1981, I actually walked into the HR department at the bank and I said, hey, I got my degree and I don't want to be a teller anymore. I want something bigger here at the bank. And so 2 weeks after that point, I was assigned an opportunity to work in the savings department. And I thought, I'm big now. I'm moving on up. But shortly after I learned a lot about the savings department, I took an opportunity to go to Western Kentucky University to earn my graduate degree. Owensboro National Bank took a chance on me, and I am thankful. Now, my KWC family, I bet you didn't know I worked at the local TV station. I was the camerawoman, for the 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock news. I ran the camera. And ooh, I hated when there was a weather problem here in the state of Kentucky. Because way back then, that weatherman, he would get on that board and he would mark up that map from one side of Kentucky to the other side of Kentucky with every different color you could think of. And so it was my job, in addition to running the camera, that I had to clean that board every night. And so although my chin was up, my chest was out, and I was prideful that my name came up every night scrolling after the end of the news, I also was humbled. I was humbled to know that sometimes work is not always that glamorous. I went home many a night smelling like rubbing alcohol. But I was putting classwork into real life work, and that was priceless. I am thankful to the television station leaders who put their trust in me to ensure viewers at home could have a professional nightly news experience. I also worked at the radio station, the one across the street from the college. I worked there until the station's leader was listening one day on the radio to nothing. And he decided to stop by the station to find out why were his listeners listening to nothing. Well, for the life of me, after much training, I simply could not figure out how to get the reel-to-reel tapes to thread and play. Now, I know I'm dating myself, but students back in the day, you had reel-to-reel tapes, and that's how music was played. I learned that when you don't have the skill, nor the long-term potential to learn the skill, and the job is a mismatch, it's just time for you to leave. And the best leavers are those who do it graciously and respectfully. And oh, was I so thankful that business leader fired me. Now, as KWC was providing me with the book smarts, I continued to learn and feed off the Owensboro business community. I also worked at Kmart. Y'all remember the Kmart? Yeah. I was not a cashier. I was hired as the secretary for the district manager, who had a number of stores he was responsible for. He would dictate letters, notes, instructions into a small recorder, and it was my responsibility to type up what I could understand and sometimes make sense out of literally gibberish that he had recorded. Now, how many of you have had leaders, mentors, where you've had to interpret a message just to move forward? I learned a lot about the inner workings of Kmart, but I also honed my written communication skills, learning to write based on the audience receiving the communication. And sometimes, when I didn't have anything to type up, I would put my teamwork skills into practice, helping the store cash out at night. Now, the store leaders knew I didn't have to help, but I wanted them to know that my position title as secretary, those responsibilities didn't put me above the team. We were all in it together to make it the best Kmart in the district. So I was very thankful for the business leader who taught me the importance of being committed, of being ethical and capable of communicating a plethora of messages at all levels. Now, although I was raised by middle-class parents, college tuition for their firstborn, was still a stretch. So I continued to work here in the greater Owensboro, sometimes working multiple jobs simultaneously while taking a full complement of classes. But for each job, each role, I found a way for it to be more than just a job, More than earning spending money, I sought ways to find and learn from teachable moments every day. To the business and community leaders, when I was hired, you got the best KWC shaped and molded student. You received a problem solver. You received a creative thinker, a solid communicator, a curious George, not one afraid to ask, how does this or that work? You got a dedicated, proud, and confident student. Today, welcoming a student in your business as an intern, an extern, a part-timer, a full-timer, or summer worker, you'll get the same. But today, you'll get a plus. You'll most likely get a student who knows how to bring innovation and growth to your business, leveraging technology. I am so very thankful. And as a student joining your organization now, will be so very humbled to stand where I am standing today and give their thanks to you. Now, at some point in my KWC career, while I was here at school, I also worked at a retail store called Just Pants out at the mall. Until it closed one sad day. And I learned how unkind a downturn in the economy can and does affect so many lives. I also worked at the new Walmart as a greeter. Then I quickly realized there was absolutely nothing I could learn except how to smile broader and say, welcome, would you like a cart? That was another big career, or let me rephrase, job mistake. Finally, in addition to the Owensboro leaders whom I bow, giving my thanks, I also cherish today's opportunity to share my sincere appreciation to the Owensboro community leaders, whom I've watched them demonstrate the giving of your personal time and talents is a ticket to grace. And it plugs a hole in your heartstrings and simply makes you feel good inside. Today, it warms me to see Dugan and Best Recreation Center on the West Side still in existence. I spent time there, giving to Owensboro youth. I checked my middle class and super educated self at the door, and I got on my hands and knees and I humbly played with the neighborhood youth who desired nothing more than being happy and entertained. I saw the best in community leadership. And another unknown fact to my KWC family, I embraced Owensboro as it embraced me. And in 1981, I competed against a number of talented hometown ladies, and I was crowned and reigned for a year as Miss Black Owensboro. I prepped for weeks in the basement laundry of the dorm. I had to laugh about a year ago when I was touring the basement, and there was still the washers and dryers, all lined up, just like the judges, when I performed in front of them. Yes, Owensboro leaders, I am so very thankful to all of you. You are the secret ingredient to my success. You're my secret sauce. And now I ask you to pay it forward. I know so many of you today provide opportunities to KWC students. If you don't, start. If you do, continue in a big way. I promise you'll only be getting the best of the best. You'll not only be grooming a student, a talent today, but really a future leader of tomorrow. And so, I thank you, thank you, thank you.
Great job. That's awesome. Lydia Dorman. Lydia, fun fact, I actually run that radio station across the street. And you will be happy to know that we eventually fired reeled reels too, so it all worked out. I love that your speech today was about thanks, and obviously November, the month of Thanksgiving. And so for the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds, because this year Thanksgiving is on the 24th, we're going to take 2 minutes and 40 seconds to be thankful for some things that are coming up in Owensboro and here in Davis County. I need that mic real fast. We're going to go mobile. Okay, so do you have the music queued up? Okay, don't start it until I get down there. Oh, wait, I can't. Can I? Oh, we'll just jump off. I did this once at Rooster Booster in khaki pants, and the seat ripped out. The jeans are way more flexible. Thank you. Yes. No wardrobe malfunctions today. Thank you. Lou Drotti, where are you? Oh, you're going to start that already? Okay. No, go ahead. That's fine. No, it's fine. Lou's going to talk about the Veterans Day Parade this weekend. Lou, music, go.
Everybody come out to the parade. It's the right thing to do. And get to enjoy being around people that love this country. We start at 1, line up at 1, march off at 2. Saturday, it's supposed to rain. It never rains on my parade.
I love it. Right there, Veterans Parade on Saturday, 2 o'clock downtown. 2nd and Veterans. Leslie McCarty, where are you? Oh, look at you sneaking up on me like that. All right, Election Day coming up.
Yes, so please go out and vote, either early voting or on Election Day on Tuesday. It's because of people like Lou who sacrificed and put their life on the line so we could have the right to vote. Early voting's at Owensboro Christian Church.
All right, 8 to 4 the next 3 days. Shaylee Clark Velez, where are you? By the way, round of applause for her new job. She left TV too.
Well, I know we're talking about Thanksgiving, but November 18th, mark your calendars, hometown Christmas events start. If you love the lights down on the riverfront last year, you're going to really love them this year. More lights, more Christmas magic. That tree lighting ceremony is November 18th, 5 p.m. Energy on Ice back out here, and lots of other Christmas events. So head to Owensboro or christmas.owensboro.org for all the info.
Nailed it! Professional! All right, Kirkpatrick, let's talk parade.
Well, if you're there for the big event Friday, the next day, Saturday, November 19th, is the second largest parade in the state of Kentucky, the very first Christmas parade of the season in the entire region, the Owensboro-Davis County Christmas Parade, 4:30 Saturday. If you want to be in it or would like to sponsor, you can still do that. So we'll see you that Saturday at 4:30.
Nailed it, Kirkpatrick. All right, mention the 24th. It's Thanksgiving. We have with us today Congressman Brett Guthrie. You are this direction. Yes, I thought you were back there. All right, it's all you, Congressman.
So tomorrow, I know what's going on tomorrow. TTMA's having their 20th anniversary because I'm going to be there. So tomorrow, TTMA, one of your great employers, is having their 20th anniversary.
Love that. Any remarks about Thanksgiving?
Oh, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope you thank the Lord for this great country we have.
And we have Shop Owensboro coming up. Nick, where are you? I know you're here. There he is. Nick Aller, Independence Bank. Let's talk Shop Small.
Yes, Shop Small, Shop Owensboro, Saturday, November 26th. We're super excited to bring it back to Independence Bank again this year. And we're going to also have the first holiday hustle with the Neblett Center. So again, November 26th, come see us, guys.
So many reasons to be thankful here in Owensboro, Davis County. So happy Thanksgiving, happy Rooster Booster. Get out and vote, and we'll see you next month.